record. I'm Jamie. This is Tradespotting, where we cover technical analysis, mostly on GME, but I'm happy to look at anything you might want to cover. Let's look at the charts. We're on the 1 day time frame. As you can see, I've got various things drawn out. Price action is very small, but don't worry, I'll get that bigger in a minute. Looking at the RSI, you can see that when we drop in a horizontal line here, or we try to, but it doesn't want to give us it. Oh, it's because I've got drawings turned off now. Turn them on, they'll all come on. It's going to be annoying. Yeah, where you go anyway. There's three of them, but they all mean the same thing. And price action, historically, the RSI hasn't really been this low very often. When it is, you get a move. And here it was down the 10th of May. It bounced from that, and the price action went up 146%. We just did this, so we tune into a live stream. You'll see other difference. So you up 100 or whatever, that's 120, whatever. But, like, you know, it's healthy moves, right? And then the previous time it did that, it was lower than this. The only other time it was really touched a significance lower than this was back here, as pointed out by Max in the stream. Really nice guy. Like, the people in chat here are really helpful. If you haven't tuned into one of these videos before, even the audience are like awesome resource for you, and you'll enjoy it. And they're nice people. 20th of July was when it was lower. And price action from there had a move that was in the like thousands and thousands of percent. So when it gets this low, there tends to be a reaction. He also checked about the MACD and said, if and when this crosses, will it be valid for a move? It would be a really valid trade signal. And we'll keep an eye on the MACD as we go down through the time frames and see, well, how would that move play out? Because in particular with the MACD here, which is... when the histogram is turned off, right, which you can do, just double click it and then turn off the histogram by clicking that button there. It's on now it's off again. You get this MACD and the signal line here. This cross is often used to take as for trading signals and whatnot, entry positions and so on. And the best ones tend to come beforehand, right, because it's the MACDs, the moving average, convergence, divergence. A big chunk of that move will have already played out by the time you get the signal, because of the nature of the way this particular trading strategy works. But it's a really good, reliable one for the risk-reward move that you might look at in the horizontals. To look at them at the time and you think, well, where am I going to take profit on this move? It's also on the daily time frame, so you can get quite a bit out of that. It looks like it may come up for a positive cross soon if we get any sort of positive opens and closes on the daily with regards to like relative over the last few days, and that's something that could happen quite easily, right? So that's those signals on this time frame. But we're going to turn all of those off and drop down a little bit, and you'll see on the chart here, there's all these blue horizontal rays coming through at different areas, and they all start at different places. You can see their origin here depends on the Fibonacci that they're drawing from, and they're all on a 236 or a 618. These are the two most important Fibonacci levels for this asset in its most recent trading history. So these are all horizontal levels that will provide some area of liquidity relative to those in betweens, and you can then you check that with horizontal support and resistance to look for likely areas where prices might slow down or speed up. And so on that frame here, you can see daily time frame, you can see you've got a few different Fibonacci showing up, and working our way from chronologically from left to right. You can see that from our huge move up with the thousands and thousands of percents. Do I want to have notifications on? Just get out of my face. Cheers. Yeah, we had a huge move up from, why am I talking about this? This Fibonacci, yeah. So this Fibonacci, you can see in the retrace we came down here, 236 didn't hold, went on down, made it to the 0.5, right? And since that 0.5 retrace, it's been a story of 236 to 618s. Came back up here, touched the 236 on this Fibonacci. This area went through it really. It touched it a lot afterwards, but went through it on the first pass, went hitting the 618, right, on the next Fibonacci. This is the retrace down here, right? So this Fibonacci goes from left to right, and it's an uptrend, so you roll it from down to top. And then when the price is retracing through it, it's like going back against it. And at that point, it made it to the 0.5, right? Because you can see here, this moved down, made it onto this level. And on this Fibonacci, which is a downtrend, you draw it from the top to the bottom, left to right, and then the retracement is on the upside again, and it went to the 618, right, which is also just above the 236 of the one you just came through. Then dropped back below again at 382 of this one, bounced between it and the 618, 236 of your previous one before going on up, stalling at the 618, and then on again, right, and then it dropped back down. And you could say that this is your most dominant fib, but in the same time you can add a greater detail to your picture by drawing on the next little Fibonacci's on here, and you can see that from those two we've discussed so far, We've got our ultimate high, and we've drawn in a horizontal ray from there, so you can look to the upside at around $500 and think, well, here's something to look to on the upside. You've also got a horizontal ray coming from the 618 of the second fib, and a horizontal ray coming from the 236 of the first fib. So there's your first three horizontal rays above you, these three blue lines. And then underneath you can see we've got all these other little Fibonacci's. Those are just above it here again. Sorry, it's the 618 of this next Fibonacci that we went through, and the 236 here, another horizontal ray, and that came from this high to this low, and this retraced through it. And then again, you've got this retrace down from the right side of our cup to our ultimate low there recently, or sorry, the retrace up from the low of our cup to the high, and you can see the retrace there. We went through and went all the way down into the 618, right? And we talked about how this is a 236 to 618 type of asset. We talked about how this is a cup and handle. We talked about how the tolerance on these sort of patterns, and we talked about exceptions to those rules. And we talked about how it was likely still that they hit the 618, which was what we did, right? We touched it exactly. And that's not blowing smoke up my own arse. It's talking about how I construct scaffolding, and it just happens to be that that's how the TA has been working. It's been working really well with the way I do shit. So if you are seeing this for the first time, add this to your Monday milk, right? It might help. So then you've got your 618 and your bounce up here, and you're looking for price action to go through these levels, and you expect that these horizontal rays will play a part in future price action. You can see on our most smallest fib here, this is the drop from just select this so you can see exactly in here at these highs before our drop down. You can see that we're already recovered above its 236, right, which is at 185.91, that sort of area, right? It's quite low, 186.50, say, let's say. And we're on the daily time frame, we're all above there. And it looks like to me that it's quite not all that much to ask prices to go up again and test the 618, right? It does that all the time, and that's at $201 spot fix 66. And what we'd like price action ideally to do over the period of the remaining few minutes that we've got in the day today, right, 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and then tomorrow, which we'd like to see, would be price action to be pushing up towards those levels. And then a close up and above this 618, it doesn't even have to be so, right, will also have implications for the option chain, which would be very, very positive, which is slightly touching on another question that somebody asked in chat, which I'll get through answering properly once markets have closed. Sorry about the delay in those things. As you can see, prices are currently 190 spot 51. We've got, as I say, about 9 minutes left until market closes. This candle, if it could get up higher, then it would be closing in within the body of this one. That would be positive. We could also see this, that would be the start of potentially lots of different bullish candlesticks that would be patterns that could come if it could get up a tiny wee bit more. But still, this is positive. Finishing above that area there, the 185, is good. The closer you are to 190, even better, right, for various little reasons. But above us here, you've got this green zone, right? This green zone comes in at the golden pocket of this most recent Fibonacci that we're in. I can expect to see there'll be a little bit of congestion there. So if prices go there sooner than the end of the day on Friday, then perhaps they come back down and we see a little bit of testing around these areas. We'll have to pay attention to it at the time, right? We'll drop down at the 4 hour, and you can see that some of these Fibonacci's are slightly clearer, like the lines between things are slightly clearer, price action is slightly more stretched out. You could see you touched this 200 period simple moving average. That was another reason for this to be a bounce, along with, as we talked about, the 618 retrace. You can see here clearly that 236 proved to be important on the 4 hour open close above it. Next one opened above it, tested it, bounced up again. This is positive. This is very positive. You've got two bites at the cherry on this. If we just take on the RSI, what does it tell us? It's higher the second time, despite prices being lower. Is that true? Let's get these two up together. What's the DMI doing at the minute? We'll leave that on, but we'll move this down. Turn off this MACD. No, we were going to use it, but we don't really need to. We've got this to do. So here's your RSI. We're lower here than we were here on price action, but the RSI itself's higher. There's a touch of bullish divergence, right? You've got bullish divergence, and you're coming in for the last 5 minutes of the day. We've had a test of the 4 hour and on the daily of the 200 period moving average 618. We're above the 236 on our most recent Fibonacci, right? Things are looking good. Drop down at the hourly time frame, you can see, does this constitute a recovery? Well, there's a lower low there. There's obvious, tense bullish divergence coming through here on RSI between these two lows. You've got a new high on this thing, right? You've got another chance here with bullish divergence on the top side. If this can start recovering, it looks like it's going to. Expect the last 5 minutes here to be good. 6 minutes, 27 seconds. This is awesome. Above the 9-period moving average, are we? No, but we're going to be. That would be nice to see us tick above there on the 5-minute time frame. On the hourly, you've got really good bullish divergence on the RSI, right? I just turned off the MACD, so I can't confirm it there. What can we say about the RSI, about the DMI? What does it say about this trend? Well, the ADX has been picking up. The dominant trend has been the negative side, but there's some divergence there with the lower strength on the DI minus, yet we know, as we just covered, the prices aren't as low. We can see a recovery here on the DI plus. That's really good as the ADX doesn't change. So maybe the strength stays around as the prices increase, and they look like they might do, right? 189.32. They look like they might do, guys. And a little bit, and if it does finish well, and you could have a nice post-market prices, and things tomorrow could get exciting, guys. Things could get exciting. Now we're looking at the edge of the price action here, and we can see that's that horizontal. You've got a clearer picture of this green box here. It's above the 55-period moving average on the hourly, right? But what's the hourly mean? Not very much. I don't spend much time there, but I was looking at this. Look at this trend now. This is going to pick up. It's accumulating. It's going to do this above the AMA. It's going to do that and recover the center line. This is on the 15 minutes. We've not even got 15 minutes. We're in the last 15 minutes. This is a positive 15-minute close. Even finishing here with the way the price action has evolved, with the way that there's bullish divergence and this type of bottom, and how it looks like it could start a bullish candlestick pattern formation on the daily, in the way that it looks as though it's already putting in some sort of piercer recovery on the hourly there. If that can continue on the 4-hour, it is. On the hourly, it's less obvious, but there is that huge divergence. Let's drop down to the 5 minutes, right? This is the last 5 minutes. 189.12. There was a drop there. Oh, look at that. Oh, it came up, touched the 200. What was that like? That was positive. It's reaccumulating EMI. This is going to go up again, right? You've only got 4 minutes, 24 seconds left. 180.82. There might be people playing this down, but they are fucked tomorrow. Right, you think that you're not getting anywhere at the minute if you're trying to push it down, and they are, and they're not getting anywhere. Go on, price action. Fuck this. Fuck these bastards. 182.82. 182. Kramer has to say long-term plays. Kramer has to say long. What Kramer has to do is invite me on his show. Otherwise, he's losing his demographic. You need me on too, because everyone else is pish for that sort of thing. It's true, and I can tune down my language. You get a bleeper there, you go, I told you it was going there. Fuck yes, go! Right, this is the last fucking couple of minutes. Fuck you bastards, by the way. Rowan Craig, you alright? Tweety today. I'm not going on Twitter. Tell me what I said. And if there's a mod here, which there might not be, share what you said. Look at this. We're coming in for the last couple of minutes. 3:32, 3:33, 3:33. Yes, look at this. This is very positive, right? What does it mean? Because we'll finish this early candle. Yes, that's good. To cover that EMA, it's just like so little. There's so little going on here. There's so little, but it's also the start of something, right? And that's like so very good. There's the 5 minutes. That's so very good. 190. We're back above 190. What did we say, folks? What did we say? And it's still got a little bit in it, this. I know there's only 3 minutes left, but this has got a wee bit in it. Look at that. Bounce. What did we say? We said that, and there it's doing it. Fucking go on, right? All the way up. All the way up. What do you think about this? I think this is an obvious buy. Everybody knows what I think about this. It's dead bullish. It's ridiculous. The fucking bing bong, the price is wrong. You think this is a brilliant, right? This is brilliant. We get this chance. It's brilliant. Yes, again, I put a little bit more money into it. Of course I fucking did. Of course I fucking did. Oh man, I'm on the fence about selling my 43750 MC calls. What's the MC doing as it happens, right? We've got the last 2 minutes, 19 seconds. AMC up 5% today. That's a nice recovery. That's a higher high. It's recovered this orange line, which I drew, so it means something. Get up there, man. Fucking go on. Actually, fuck it. Go to 50. Fucking go to 50. 19127. Are we going to get to look at that? We're going to cover to 200. I told you I had a bit to go, didn't I? Bing bong. 1 minute 50. I love this shit. Right, and we got up here. Let's go. Tomorrow, right? It's just going to be awesome. Yeah, you bought more dip. Of course you did, Sing, mate. Everybody did. Loads of people did. I've got so many messages from people. I just got messages from people who bought XXX, right, at 199.9 and then I was like, oh, feck, they may be a little bit peeved if the price goes down. And I get messages from 2 or 3 of them saying, I got more, Like, that's what it is here. And soon you're not going to get this for less than 200. And people came on there like, Jamie, you said it was never going to go back to prices it's nearly at. I said it was never going to go back to 131. And it isn't, right? And when it got to 177, that wasn't where I said it'd never go back to. It was where I said it'd go the day before. So don't come on here telling me blah, 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 trying to make our viewers fucking doubt themselves. Because that's all you're fucking doing. And we know what you're doing. We're way beyond that shit. Right? We're loving this. 48 seconds. Excellent, man. Excellent. Oh my God, I love you so much, Jimmy. I love you too, mate. Who said that? Can't see when I look at the lights anymore. Style Baker. Are you a real baker, though? Are you a real baker? And if so, are you up or dead early in the morning baking them croissants? That's fair play. Look at that. A donation. 149 with a banana. A sticker. Thanks. Appreciated. Cheers very much. I can hardly read things, so I looked at the light for a second. I can see it here, though, so proper colours. Nope, I can't because it's too small. B1 bear. Bird of burrow, biro bear. People that say biro bear. Look at that. Whoa, look at whoop. 192 with fucking 5 seconds left. And we did it with 5 fucking seconds. Yes! Fucking love this shit. I love you guys. Love this shit. This is the best thing I've ever fucking done. I love this shit. Max, thanks for everything, Jamie. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. That was fucking quality. That's what that was. That was exactly what we knew would happen. It was quality. There's the 5 minutes. You got your fucking clip. That's the TA clip. 17 minutes, 3 seconds. So come back for more of that if you're just tuning in. If not, like, what are you doing? This is where it be. Some people would sit on their flat ass doing nothing, saying nothing. I'm telling you shit that can make you money. Tune in at Tradespotting and make some new friends if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit. If not, probably other places for you. Thanks.